This is worth paying attention to. That's the Fed hinting it could soon end its quantitative tightening program. That's great news for anyone holding Bitcoin or gold, but very bad news for everyone else. Let me break it down. After COVID, central banks printed trillions, buying government bonds and mortgage debt to keep the system from collapsing. That was quantitative easing, or QE, just flooding the system with money. Then inflation exploded, so they reversed course with quantitative tightening, or QT, letting those bonds mature without reinvesting the proceeds, slowly draining liquidity out of the system each month. At its peak, QT was pulling about $95 billion a month out of the system. In April this year, it was reduced to $40 billion, and Powell just said that could soon drop to zero. That means instead of removing money every month, the Fed will start adding money again by buying treasuries. That's a $190 billion monthly swing in liquidity going back into the system. Remember, they're cutting rates at the same time, and inflation is still not under control. They are not doing this because it's a safe thing to do. They are doing it because the system underneath is starting to give way. Behind the scenes, banks lend money to each other every night through what's called the repo market. It's how they get short-term cash to meet demands. When liquidity gets tight, that market starts to seize up. The Fed's reverse repo facility tells us how much liquidity there is in the system to support all that lending. But that facility is now almost drained of cash. If they keep tightening, the whole funding system locks up, just like it did in 2019. So they're trying to get ahead of it by quietly restarting that money printer before things break again. This is how every debt-based system ends. They can't shrink their balance sheet meaningfully without something snapping. They haven't even got back to pre-COVID levels, and already they're reversing course. That tells you everything you need to know. This system cannot survive without the constant creation of new money. Gold and Bitcoin have been surging because investors are waking up to the reality. More debt, more money printing, more inflation. And this will only accelerate that trend. Scarce assets are the only escape from what's ahead. You need to be holding them. If you want to understand more about all of this and how to protect yourself from what's coming, make sure to hit the follow button.